What up, everybody? Let me get to the spot. Hey, everybody, this is day 60. Where is that? We're at day 61 of the 100 Day Challenge here on the Plan Your Greatness TV. And the hashtag is when I'm 30. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's let the Facebook story algorithm take over. It's going to go ahead and do its thing in 3, 2, 1. There it goes. All right, we are back. Day 61 of the 100 Day Challenge here on the Plan Your Greatness TV. And the hashtag is, what is it again? When I'm 30. Now, how did that come about? This has been a long, ongoing conversation with my son that I've had. Because what I've tried to impress upon him is that the most formidable years that you are going to have are between 15 and 30. And what ends up happening, especially with males, men, young men, is that they spend a lot of that time chasing girls, chasing women, trying to get in their pants, trying to exercise their little sexual, so they wild loads. And what they end up doing is completely forgetting that there is a level of skill acquisition that you want to have by the time you're 30 so that you can actually make some better choices. Because what ends up happening between the ages of 15 and 30, guys are just having just enough money in their pocket so they can get out and chase women. And then what happens is the guys who took the route that I'm going to talk about at 30, they're able to get the girl that you've been chasing, and now they end up wiping her up, even though everybody like, oh, that girl got miles on her and everything. Long as she ain't got no babies, she's good. And now that dude is wiping her up, and you thinking, dang, because you ain't got your stuff together. Now, so this is a part of the conversation that I've had, and I'm still having with my son, where I say, by the time you're 30, you should have taken one of these three paths. The first one is, let me get my little notes together. The first one is max out education. There's a reason why I'm doing them in the orders, because you're going to see how they connect together. The first one is max out education. If you're going to go that route of school, you might as well go all the way through and get yourself a PhD. Go ahead and get yourself a PhD if you're going to take that route. Now, some people will say, well, you don't need all that education if you get certain degrees. Exactly. I say there are specifically 7 degree programs that if you take those, then they can kind of take you on a little bit of a shortcut. You don't necessarily need a PhD. You can do it in some cases with a bachelor's, but in most cases with a master's degree. All right, and I'll probably talk about those 7 in another one, or if you hit me in the comments, I'll go ahead and get it. But I didn't want to spend too much time on those. All right, so if you're not going to max out going to education, you're going to go the shorter route, which is the trades. Now they kind of cross over into some of the education, but think of the trades. Think in terms of plumbing, HVAC, that's like AC repair, carpentry, computer science, welding, automotive repair, electrical and electrical repair, heavy equipment operators, dental assistants, culinary arts, medical assistants, and cosmetology. Now, I ask you this question. Name me a city that does not have those businesses in them, and name me a city that hasn't utilized one of those trades. Every building you see has some plumbing in it, AC in it. There's been some carpentry, there's some computer work, there's some welding, electrical, heavy equipment put that building together. Somebody had to repair that heavy equipment. We're always looking to keep our mouths in order, our dental, culinary arts. People are in buildings and going out to eat in restaurants. Medical assistants. So we're always going to the doctor, and there's either some assistant there or the doctor taking care of us. Cosmetology, nails, massages, all of that other stuff. That's in every city. So you could take a shorter route and get yourself in that field. All right. So now, either you're going to school, maxing that out. You're either jumping in and getting yourself a skill one of those skills, which usually you can usually do that in 9 months, 12 months, 2 years. Shorter route to get into that. Then the last one is starting a business. Okay, now you think about it. You could, when I say start a business, you could take any one of those trades and turn it into your own personal business. You could take, you could take your education and parlay that knowledge, because if you go all the way through a program and you have your PhD, or even if you have the master's level of something, you have a level of expertise in that area, which is something that you could either teach or offer as a service, one-on-one, talking to people, because people are doing it all day, either on their own, on these platforms that allow you to teach these master classes. You can do all that stuff if you layer it like that. So you can either go to school, max that out, go into the trades, start working. Those usually are coming out with a high wage, high wages or a high salary. Or you say, okay, I'm going to either take my education, my skills, or I'm just going to go work for a company and work in sales, and I'm going to parlay that into, a lifestyle. And if you do that, then I believe, just as I'm telling my son, that if you take that time from 18 to 30 and spend it on acquiring knowledge, acquiring skill, maybe even test yourself in the business, you are absolutely planning your greatness. All right? I'm going to leave you with what I leave you with every day, and that is plan your greatness. You know why? Because no one else will. I will see you all tomorrow.